The light block, guys. This is, yeah, one of the most interesting and useful blocks in the game. Maybe underutilized because of the advanced methods of retrieving it. Stay tuned. Advanced light block tutorial right now. Hey there, guys. Skippy here. Hurrah! Skippy6 Gaming, guys, coming to you with, yeah, a light block tutorial. We need to have one. So after a few times going in and out of, experiences with light blocks in Minecraft, I thought that maybe I would take the time to kind of explain it to some people, because they're not exactly the easiest thing to get and use and, and get the full understanding of how they work, or how they don't work for that matter. So yeah, so first we're going to start off with the light block. It's a block that basically gives off light in the game of Minecraft without using glowstone or anything. You can see when you have one in your hand, you will be able to see all of them where they are in the world. And if you ever want to get rid of a light block, you simply place a block there, and then that light block will no longer be there. That's as simple as the light block explanation goes. And yeah, so when it's nighttime, you're going to be able to get the varying degrees of light. 15 is yeah, the maximum amount of light, and 1 is going to be the minimum amount of light. You can choose which one of these you give to yourself when you give yourself the block. So I'm going to show you right now, guys. It's actually pretty straightforward. You give yourself the block by going / give at s, that's self, light block. And then the next number you put right there is going to be 1, because you're in creative mode, guys. You don't need any more than 1 because it doesn't actually disappear from your inventory. The last number is going to be a number between 1 and 15. That means 15 is the brightest. We're going to do that. We're going to give it to ourselves. And let's take a little bit closer look at that number. So if you look at that number right there, 15, you're going to get 1 block. That's the brightness of 15. If you were to change it to 7, that's going to be half as bright as 15. And guess what? If you put a 1 right here, you're going to get the dimmest block there is. Yeah, so that's pretty straightforward stuff on that tip. And yeah, so guys, lighting adds a lot of depth to your world. And what I think we need here is the actual, physical use tutorial. So as you can see, I have them in my bar, and we want to take this area that looks kind of dark, and we want it to look cooler because it is kind of dark. So let's say that we're going to use, the more powerful ones, the 15s, like right up and under, right in there. So we're going to leave them for now, and then we're going to look at it without them. So let's give each tree a 15, basically right under there. Let's do one over here. Why not? And yeah, so all of a sudden, it already looks a million times better when we don't have one in our hand right here. Let's just do this. Tell me that doesn't look better, right? So now we maybe want to take it one step further, and let's put some low lights, some low lights on, let's put a 3 on the top of each tree, 1 on the top of each tree. But this is basically the math to it, right? When it comes to making things look good with light. So now you go like this, and you... Okay, looks better, and that's the the mastery. I mean, you could probably do yourself a solid and light it up really well by say put a 15 in the corners, right? All of a sudden, the whole entire thing is going to be like bright as heck. Yeah, and then we do this, and we get back, then we put it here, and there you go. Look how look how lit up that is. Watch this when compared with the original version with no light blocks. Man, so much better, guys. How do you like those light blocks? You don't realize it, but in the olden days, people did a lot of not sillier, but a lot more difficult things. So basically, like these blocks right here, you would have to, this is what you had to do to get away with lighting up worlds, right? You'd have to like hide glowstone under blocks that were semi-transparent, by half slabs or stairs. There's other blocks in the game too. Save yourself the snarky comment. And yeah, so there. That's what we used to have to do. But now it's not even that close to hard. So yeah, you can basically see what happens here. This, when it comes to big worlds, you really need to have light blocks. When you see map makers, in the marketplace, those professional builders, yeah, they have to have light blocks because there's no depth, there's no anything in your world without light. This whole world right now without lighting, come on, it wouldn't even look like a world. It just looked like a big dark blob. So yeah, light blocks, very simple, fast tutorial. I just thought I'd tell everybody how to get them and how to use them and how to place them. But I think that's it, guys. Light block tutorial, use them in your worlds. It really will add that depth. Guys, catch you on the next one.